Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to another week of Sector 2814, the Green Lantern, the Guy Gardner
podcast.
I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Master of the Core. It is,
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
and we're still working on that early parole for Mr. Kona. So hopefully soon. Oh yeah,
Early birthday present. Woohoo!
Back how long ago? A couple months back, Little Hellfire's Watch. He was mocking us with that three set of Funko Green Lanterns. So,
But that's Chip, Kilowog,
and
and Guy Gardner. So it's
And
kind
Mo.
of on topic, right?
I was thinking I either need to get that or some other Lantern Funko, because I don't know if you noticed I rearranged a little bit.
I did notice. Yeah, you've got the Iron Man helmet there, which is awesome, and all kinds of other cool things. Although,
Because I got a nice little bookcase to put a lot of my stuff on. Target, $5. Sponsor us, Target. Anyway, yeah.
who's that character with the domino mask? I don't think I've heard of him. What was his name?
Oh, Nightwing.
Yeah. Who? Nah, I'm just messing with you, man.
You're supposed to say who. You're supposed to say who is that character with the big ears?
I love Batman.
Damn it, Will. Read the script.
I love Batman.
I'll get it right next time.
Oh my God, yeah. Speaking of yes, Ray Kids. Yes, he just put up his last episode of Into the Night for the Year, his holiday special featuring the vocal talents of Mr. Allred himself, the narrator. I'm in there, Lilith's in there, Charlie's in there. So yes, it's chock full of capes and lunatics. So
That was a lot of fun. Yes,
Mhm.
that was.
did you listen to the finished product yet?
I haven't had a chance.
Oh, you got to. I mean, it's only like 22 minutes long, and that includes like a little intro by Ray. So yeah, it's
But it was fun. My little part was fun. I enjoyed that.
oh yeah. So I always like that, but yeah, once you listen to everyone together, yeah, it's so much better because he even puts effects, it's sound effects and stuff in. So
Cool. Very cool. I'll put that on my list. I got to do that tonight. Probably not going to happen tonight. I got big things going tonight too. So.
oh yes, that's right. So what stretch goal is this that crossover division crushed?
We just busted through our 6th stretch goal. So we've already added 5 pages to the issue for each of the covers. They get added as a pinup, and then I think upgraded cover stock was what we just hit, and we have 3 hours to go. So tonight's going to be a lot of fun. I'm doing a last hour countdown starting at 10 Central Time. So we'll be hanging out for anybody that's live. If you want to come hang out and goof off while the minutes count down on this one, it'll be a lot of fun.
See, kids, if you're listening to this on the podcast 2 weeks from now, yeah, we're recording this on the 29th. So yes, tonight's the night Will's counting down till
exactly, not the actual tonight when this airs. So,
yeah, I know. On the 29th, Will was counting down. Yes,
that's right.
31st, Will's gonna be like, New Year, so what?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Did you originally have 6 stretch goals like planned out, or did you just have to make more? Oh, you had them.
I usually try to plan out, and I try to keep them kind of within reason. So I've got, I think the next one is 6,500, which is adding a pinup. So hopefully we can another pinup by an artist that I know. So hopefully we can hit that one. But if not, this has been an awesome campaign, and already I think we're up to 240 backers, which is phenomenal. Nice. So yeah, really cool.
Well, I'm glad you planned that far ahead, because I thought maybe you only planned like 3 or 4 stretch goals. Then when they went past that, you're like, oh crap, I got to come up with more.
What do I do now? Well, that's normally what I do, but working with other people that help me make the Kickstarter page and everything, they kind of want me to not do things at the last minute. So, yay for them.
You know what you need to do for old people like us? It's like, oh, it would be like the 10th stretch goal or something. Be like, man, you hit this, man. Holographic covers all around.
Glow in the
Foil
dark.
Yes, yes.
Well, I think I've got. If we hit 8,000, it's called Tattoo the Writer, I think. So I will get one of the. I'll get the tri world symbol tattooed on me if we hit that. But so far we haven't hit that, and I remain as yet untattooed.
I was gonna say you should set a high enough goal where it's like, if we hit this goal, I will get tattooed, and the tattoo will be picked by a committee of my choosing, which would be like myself, yeah,
and my wife.
yeah.
And my son.
We don't need any sane person in here. Come on.
But yeah, it's been a great campaign, and I mean, people have really been sharing it and talking it up and backing it, so it's pretty awesome. And thanks to you as well, man. You're a backer, and you've been talking it up and spreading the word. So thanks.
That's
I
the
do
thing.
appreciate it.
Hey, I love the book. Hey, and thank you people for contributing. Now maybe I'll get some extra stuff because you guys keep adding money in. Yeah.
Yeah, get more pages, right?
So hey, did you watch the Matrix, the new Matrix yet?
I did, and I'm still deciding on it, I think. Because there were things about it that I really liked, and then there were things about it that I found, I don't know if annoying is the word, but
they wanted to be two different things. They did so many callbacks to like the original stuff, but then it's like they want to be like a brand new thing, and it's like pick a direction,
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to decide if it worked. I think it kind of did, but some of the fight scenes didn't seem as amazing as they were in the trilogy. And I don't know if that was on purpose or just because this was a single Wachowski instead of the sisters, both of them, since they both worked on the original trilogy. So I don't know. It's
and I'm sure they have stunt people, but I was going to say Keanu and Carrie-Anne Moss are getting older too, so I didn't know if that had anything to do with it too.
It was. I mean, it was nice to kind of revisit that world and kind of see things, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm still processing it, I think. I think I probably need to go back and watch the trilogy again and then watch this one and then try to place it. But I mean, the first Matrix, when it came out, I mean, it just blew my mind. I mean, it jumped special effects forward. It was just an amazing kind of this cultural bomb that went off because
I remember all the advertising. It's like, what is the Matrix? And they just showed you some of the special effects in the commercials, and they're like, what is this?
I mean, bullet time. It's just such an iconic movie. And then the second movie was a sequel, and it was okay. And then the third movie I wasn't thrilled with.
I know. I rewatched it the other day. I was like,
okay.
I mean, it was a little better than I remembered, but I was just like, I'm like, wonder how they're gonna undo this.
Yeah, and we found out.
Yeah, the new one, it's like in the beginning, I think they kind of took too long in the whole, hey, is Neo crazy? It's like, we did this in the first movie. We know he's not crazy. Come on, let's get to it.
Well, I mean, it was, I guess it was part of it, him basically blue pilling constantly for 60 years. Sorry, spoilers.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to trick him. Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you feel like? What did you feel about the time jump?
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, it explains, the aging of the actors because that happens. But it also kind of explained. I feel like Trinity's role was really muted in the first half of the movie, the first 3/4, even the first 2/3 of the movie. But then things happened with her that I liked, but it was
but then they do that stuff at the end of it, and it's like, wait a minute, you really didn't give us much in the most of the movie. Now all of a sudden you're doing this at the end. It's like, I mean, like I was telling people, I'm like, unless they're planting seeds for sequels and stuff, and
maybe another trilogy. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just feel there's a lot to process on this.
yeah.
And I'm certainly going to watch it again, and probably should do the other Matrix movies too, just to kind of get a feel for it and kind of place it. Maybe, honestly.
Oh my god, I can't believe they call back to the Merovingian.
Yeah, I know. A mad Frenchman.
But he don't look as rich as he did before.
But then there was the callback to the program that Neo saved, which I thought was kind of an interesting
still a little girl, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But lots to think about.
Yeah. I saw somebody online saying, "Man, when are they going to show us that version of the Matrix with werewolves and vampires and stuff that they're always talking about? The glitches and stuff."
Yeah, the exiles.
Oh, did you finish Hawkeye?
Yes, that was. I really, really liked Hawkeye, except the punk out Kingpin thing at the end. I just thought that was kind of lame.
Hawaiian yeah.
Sorry, there's a spoiler there. I'm not going to tell you exactly, but I considered a punk out. So
Again, they just wanted to bring him back, reintroduce him in the, introduce him in the MCU.
But for a show that's 6 episodes and we don't actually see him until the 6th episode.
Yeah.
Structurally, that annoys me a little bit, but I mean, they kind of referred to him, as the big man or the fat man or whatever. And I think the name of the used car lot was something like Fat Man Used Cars or something like that. So I don't know. Love the actor. I mean, he's a great Kingpin, and the fact that they're bringing in some of the Netflix stuff, I guess, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I guess
yes.
We'll
So another one of the Netflix actors may have made an appearance somewhere else recently. So
I've heard about that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say you didn't get to the movies yet, did you?
No, it'll be a while before we watch it, so I'm not too worried about spoilers.
I was going to say you're going to get spoiled. I see people complaining 2 weeks after about spoilers. I'm like, well.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to see it spoiler free, but with cases surging, we're not going to go out, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, trust me. When you can watch it, it's very good.
Oh, and today, the 29th, which we mentioned, Book of Boba Fett.
Did you watch it?
I did.
I just watched it a little over an hour ago. Yeah, did you like it? It's only 38 minutes, but we got all those flashbacks, how we got out of the Sarlacc pit.
Which was kind of cool, co-opting a stormtrooper. I thought that was kind of but it's interesting the way I guess we're going to get filled in on how he took care of Bib Fortuna? No.
I'm assuming, or what, are they going to flash back the whole time? So it's like we're going to
it looks like it's structured, flashback, current, flashback, current.
Yeah. It's from the Sarlacc pit, and then maybe by the last episode, we'll see how we got to that Mandalorian episode.
Yeah. I think that's maybe what they're going to do. So yeah, and I was like, that's a Green Martian. Sorry. I love the John Carter books. So a 4-armed green thing, in the sands of Tatooine. I was like, there's a Green Martian.
But I'm like, why do people always poke at stuff in the desert? I mean, we've seen enough stuff under those sands. It's like, well, don't.
Yeah, when the when the dude was like uncovering that, I was like, "Oh, dude, you should run away now. Just
I know.
run
Just
away
see
now."
like I'm like, yeah, I can tell that's something alive. It's either its back or a hand,
or a
claw,
claw or something.
Yeah.
You need to just leave now.
These people do not learn.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Anything good since it's Wednesday because we're off a day?
oh yeah,
My,
that's
my
right.
bad. Thanks for rescheduling again for me.
Hey, no
But
problem.
anything good today at the shop?
Just the usual. Oh, your boy Hal Jordan has been making an appearance in the DC vs. Vampires.
He's a vampire, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I thought I saw a preview or something of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because he's walking around in the day. He's like their undercover agent because he's walking around in the daylight. The ring's like filtering out the sunlight and stuff.
That's actually really clever.
Mhm.
The art, is that by Otto Schmidt? Is he?
I think so. Yeah, I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, I mean the art's.
I'm gonna have to get that.
Oh yeah, it's
He's an awesome artist.
it's 12 issues. Issue 3 just came out today, so
Okay.
yeah. It's like,
Let me guess. Batman is not a vampire and is.
yeah, no, Batman's not a vampire. It seems like they're saving a lot of the humans because right now it doesn't seem like any of the bad characters are vampires. Green Arrow and Black Canary aren't vampires.
How would you make Martian Manhunter a vampire? That doesn't make
I don't know.
sense.
I'm trying to remember. Has he shown up yet? But I know like Hal just attacked Wonder Woman and then they went to the hall at the end of this issue. So I don't know if they're going to try to get the rest of the league.
Oh, okay.
Well, no one knows it yet, but he killed Barry Allen. So,
Oh,
well, he wanted Barry to join them, and Barry was like, no, so he killed him.
oh.
Yeah, they're painting him a bad guy. Will.
I know that. Gee, that's never been done before. I'll survive.
Oh, and then I don't know the new Tom King series. Have you
Human
seen
Target?
Human Target? Yeah, have you read any of that
I
yet?
haven't read any of it. I still need to catch up and read Strange Tales. That's one of my. That's on my list of to do before I go back to work. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's the whole thing is he's been poisoned and he has like a week to find out who poisoned him before he dies. And somehow someone was trying to poison Lex Luthor and accidentally poisoned him.
Uh-huh.
So and somehow it connects to that Justice League International team.
Oh, okay.
So he's been hanging around with Ice. So today in issue 3, who do you think had a problem with him hanging around with Ice? His name's in the first book we're covering tonight.
Hawkman? No. It's the Guy Gardner podcast. Wait, it's Guy Gardner right there. Oh man.
Yeah, there's some funny stuff in there. So, but no, Human Target's been good. I know Lil told me I should read it. And like I said, again, that's the other one. It's only on issue 3, so
I'll have to give that a try too.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you like the Mr. Miracle and the Adams Strange stuff, yeah, you'll like it. Did you finish that? Did you finish the Strange?
I've got them. I need to set them all. I need to gather them all up and read it. I haven't done that yet. It's on. I'm hoping to do it before I go back to work Monday. So
he's just been sitting there counting the money, kids.
That's right. Yeah.
Needs more work for him.
Yeah.
All right. So should we get to the Guy Gardners?
We've been putting it off, haven't we?
Yes, sir. All right. So yes, kids, part 2 of Way of the Warrior.
Oh, by the way, I am annoyed because it says Hawkman is next, but then Hawkman, it doesn't say what's next. It says, hey, go to Guy Gardner. So I skipped it and I read them out of order. Finished up with Justice League. And I went, oh, that explains that. I get it now. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, does it really matter?
No, it probably really doesn't. I mean, although I would say that the Justice League, the Guy Gardner books had the best covers.
Yes.
Jimenez,
yes.
Awesome artist. But I feel like the Justice League or the Hawkman issue were the strongest, but I I think the Justice League might have been the best one, which was weird because it's that writer, right?
Yeah,
The writer who will not be named. But I could hardly keep up with who was who in the Guy Gardner books. And Hawkman was not, it was better, but it was still not awesome. But here, let's get started, shall we?
Yes. Yes. All right, kids. So yes, as Will said, the fun starts in Guy Gardner Warrior number 33 this week, August 1995. Into the Valley of Death. Writer Bo Smith, penciler Mark Campos, inker Dan Davis, colorist Lee Loffridge, letterer Albert de Guzman, and editor Eddie Berganza. And I have no synopsis for this. So, Will, let's just. All right, let's open up my DC Finite.
They fight. They fight. Guy gets captured. Justice League gets captured. Everybody but Wonder Woman, Hawkman, and the bad one, which I didn't even remember from earlier in this series, actually.
Oh, yeah.
He shows up, and
isn't he the guy during, what was that, Emerald Fallout? He's like, oh, yeah, something bad went down on Noah, and then, like, we didn't see him. We're like, where'd he go?
Yeah, I guess. Craziness.
I know people just seem like in this Guy Gardner series, it seems like people just like poke their heads up at like weird times. Like,
yeah,
half those characters at the bar. It's
Lobo. Just
no.
Up. Like, what the heck, man?
What? The amount of times he runs into Guy Gardner, they should have just had their own team up book.
They should have their buddy book. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously lots of love between them. So
I was catching up on some of the old comics I bought a couple months ago. I was reading one of those old Justice League issues, from the Justice League International days. It's so funny because it's that one of those points where Guy hit his head and he's being all nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter and Big Barda are like fighting Lobo in space somewhere. They teleport him away. He gets teleported to Earth. He comes crashing through the Justice League's like the embassy wall. On his way through the wall, he hits Guy Gardner in the head, and the issue ends with they're just like, uh-oh, and the guy's just like, I'm back. And that was just teasing the big Guy Gardner Lobo, whatever round of that fight that is.
Yeah, how many times have they? It's too many to count at this
point.
That's
when he still had the Green Lantern ring, so that might have been one of the early ones.
Yep.
Yeah, it became himself again after getting hit in the head with Lobo.
Yeah, don't hit people in the head with your Lobo. I mean that.
Whoa! So what do you think about the art in this?
I feel like it was, and I don't know if it was the penciler's fault or the inker's fault or the colorist's fault, but it just seemed to kind of flatten to one plane. It was really hard to tell what was going on,
Yeah, especially that one page where like stuff's like grabbing them and like grabbing Guy and stuff, and it's it gets kind of like muddy there.
Yeah, it's like who's and some of the characters, maybe it was the colorist. I mean, I don't know, because all the creators, I've seen their work, and usually they do good work, but I don't know that this was just a good meshing of them or not. But it just turned out kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit messy, and maybe that's what they were going for, but I don't feel like it was, just because it was a bit confusing to me.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically just them flying through space and getting attacked.
Yeah. Part 4.
Part 4, yes. If you don't count that annual we covered last week.
That's right.
And then you see who's going to really get the spotlight in this storyline, because it's like Wonder Woman and Hawkman go with him, of course. So it's like,
yeah, that's who we're going to highlight. And they coincidentally will not be in the Justice League book coming up.
Yes. Yeah, it seems like didn't seem like in some of these books, like Wonder Woman seemed to like disappear in like the middle of this,
Yeah, and then
this-
suddenly she's back. I mean,
Uh-huh.
juggling such a large cast. I mean, you have all the Justice League characters, you have all the Guy Gardner characters, plus you got Hawkman. Yeah, it's hard to give everybody. And finally, they use those, a speedster like they should use a speedster.
Yes. Yeah.
But we'll get to that eventually.
That's like in the absence of like a Superman. Wouldn't you want Wonder Woman there, front and center, the whole time?
Because she's like Superman power level, right?
Yeah.
Plus, she's actually been trained as a warrior in lots of different fighting styles because Amazon. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like a little thing I've talked about. It's like, like those movies, like when they have Superman kill somebody, or it's like Batman. It's like that doesn't make sense. No, if someone's killing somebody, it's gonna be Wonder Woman.
Yeah, because that's what she's trained to do. Now, she doesn't that's not her first choice.
No,
Not even
but
her fifth or sixth choice, but it is a choice that she has.
that's
There's
like
a great Gail Simone quote. You don't kill someone until you've just tried to stop them. And I forget it. I'm paraphrasing it, but and you don't raise your hand until you first offered one. Which, I mean, it's an awesome quote because Gail's a pretty amazing writer. But Wonder Woman is. Let's just say that if I had to choose between Guy Gardner, Warrior, or Wonder Woman, I know who I want backing me up.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's not her book. So.
It's not her book. It's Guy Gardner's book, so she's backing him up. Yeah. And by the way, in case you're interested, all of this takes place before Wonder Woman number 99.
Yes, she gets all her stuff back. Yes, the title, everything. Yes. Remember when they cared a little bit about continuity, Will?
Get off my lawn.
All right. Any final thoughts, or should we get to the Justice League?
Let's keep on keeping on, man.
All right. I was going to say, I'm going to try to make this quick and, well, I can't say painless, but I'm trying to make this quick. Where's my link for Justice League? There we go. Yes, kids, it continues. Part 5 in Justice League America 102 from August 95. Part 5, Breakout. Writer, he will not be named. Penciler, Chuck Kieslewicz. Oh yeah, that guy's again. Inker, Bob Dvorak. Colors, Gene D'Angelo. Letterer, Clem Robbins. Editors, Brian Augustin and Ruben Diaz.
And I have to say the art on this was a lot cleaner and a lot easier to follow. I mean, it really was. I think the art team did just a really good job on it.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Justice League is on an alien planet fighting to free themselves from a living organism which has trapped them. Ice Maiden proves herself by saving the team, but the trust between her and Fire is breaking down.
Okay.
That's your 90 synopsis. But yeah, no, I thought the art was even better on this.
And the coloring, the colors popped more. It wasn't as muddy as it looked like on the Guy Gardner book. But yeah, I thought this was a perfectly fine issue. We had. I still think the Martian Manhunter is insanely powerful.
That's what I'm scrolling through this. I'm thinking, I was like, I know Hawkman and Guy Gardner are going to take front and center because it's their books, the other parts. But it's like, yeah, you have Martian Manhunter, you have Wonder Woman, Captain Atom is here. I'm like,
he's insanely powerful too.
Like you said, the Flash. It's like
the Flash, who's had just got a major speed upgrade.
Oh yeah, if he's channeling the Speed Force, yeah.
I feel like they have a hard time coming up with plausible scenarios for the Justice League. And then, of course, this series gets canceled, and we get JLA by Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
And Howard Porter, which is pretty awesome.
It almost seemed like they were trying to again combine the old and new. It's like, hey, look, we got some more A-listers here now, Flash, Wonder Woman, Hawkman and stuff. But it's like, hey, look, we still have Fire and like a version of Ice for all you people who've been
And
reading
Maxima, who's
Maxima.
no slouch, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and another one, Maxima. It's like, I mean, she's basically Superman level, and she has an attitude. It's like, she'd be like ripping guys' heads off.
Tormox? What are Tormarax? What are they things?
Is it Tormok?
Tormox, maybe. I don't know. That's how much of an impression the villains left on me. Sorry about that.
Exactly. But I mean, again, except for the stuff between Fire and Ice Maiden, yeah, like the synopsis said, it's basically just like a big punch 'em up.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. I had this strange feeling of deja vu.
It's in the Matrix. Which one would that be? Trinity or?
Wasn't that the cat's name? Deja vu.
Yes. You're a game designer. That movie. I'm like you. I'm like, I think I liked it, but
I think I did, but I'm not quite sure. I need to think about it more.
Nagging me in the back of my head, but I don't know what. All right. So, any other thoughts on Justice League?
I feel like this issue of Justice League, of the entire Way of the Warrior, this issue is probably the best of the lot of all. What, 8 parts, 7 parts, 8.5 parts, whatever we want to call the annual.
I wonder if it's because it's a team book and he's used to writing like multiple characters.
Maybe, and I think
even before this, he was writing Justice League Europe, so he's used to writing teams.
I feel like too that maybe the Guy Gardner book, maybe teams are juggling so many characters, maybe not be the strong suit of the writer. So when he focuses more on Guy, it seems to be a bit better.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's speculation at this point.
And since it is the Justice League book and not the Guy Gardner or Hawkman book, they're like, oh, hey, remember the rest of these guys who came along with these two? Yeah.
The ones that got captured in the Guy Gardner issue, we're going to focus on them, and they're going to go off and do their thing.
Martian Manhunter, Captain Atom. Yeah.
Those really weak and not very powerful characters.
I mean, Hawkman's cool, but he's not on strength level like a Martian Manhunter.
Definitely not. No. Or Flash.
No. Flash is kind of a normal strength, but he just has that speed. I'm just, All right, you want to get to the next one?
Let's go, man.
All right.
Put this one to the bed.
Exactly. So we get the next week crossover. But it's better.
The 90s and its crossovers.
Everyone's books. All right, so next part is Hawkman Volume 3, number 23 from August 95. Don't let the Ron Lim cover fool you, because he didn't do the interior.
Shucks, because I love Ron Lim.
Ron Lim and Terry Austin. Yeah, no. So that's part 6, Essential Warfare. Writer William Mesner Loeb, penciler Steve Lieber, inker Kurt Schultz, colorist Patricia Mulvihill, letterer Bob Panaha, and editor Jim Spivey.
So I have a question for you. Are they killing these aliens or what? I mean,
it's the 90s. They might be.
I know they get kind of. I mean, they talk about going to war and spilling blood. I'm like, yeah, that just doesn't seem like, when did this become a war book? I
was gonna say it's the 90s. Is it more of like, oh, hey, they might eventually get to Earth, so it's okay if we kill these slimy alien things that don't look like any kind of humanoid.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think that's the way that works, but whatever. We'll let it go. It's the 90s.
Well, again, it's the night. And again, I mean, I'm trying to remember the tone of Hawkman at the time, but it's like no one's coming to Guy Gardner Warrior for kid gloves. Well,
Yeah, that's true. That certainly is true.
play their fan base. I'm trying to find the Hawkman issue. Oh, there it is. Yeah, once again, kids, every part of this is on DC Universe Infinite except for the 2 Justice League issues because, again, once again, written by you know who. So it's just weird.
Which is weird. It's part of a
I guess
crossover.
they don't want to pay him royalties, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, can't you make some kind of deal where the money goes to charity or something?
I mean, he wrote so much stuff from 90 until half of the 90s for them. We're talking what? Let's see, if he is doing 4 books a month, because he was doing 4 books a month for at least a year and a half.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. If you look on Finite, Mosaic's not on there. Guy Gardner doesn't start until he leaves. That 90s Green Lantern series doesn't start until Emerald Twilight. So
I mean, we're talking about 300 issues in that time frame, maybe
it's gotta
400.
be because I mean, just his run on that Green Lantern was 47 issues. So it's like, then add in 18 Mosaics. I mean, you're already over 50. So it's
14 Guy Gardners. Justice League Europe, Justice League. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of issues.
Again, too bad that money can't go somewhere else.
Yeah.
All right. No synopsis on this one either. So what did you think of the Hawkman? I mean, it's interesting, but like some of the stuff, it's like, Hawkman stuff. So it's like, hey, remember, it's the Hawkman book.
Yeah. And then now we're gonna you open up the first few pages. Was it the first page or 2?
Yeah, it's like
you're like,
yeah.
What the heck? Oh, okay, now we're back to here. And Wonder Woman's running for her life. Oh, wait, she's smiling, so she's not really running for her life. My Akbar senses are tingling. It's a trap. Sorry. And Hawkman does what Hawkman does. And then they go rescue Guy Gardner from apparently a slimy alien that actually is not a slimy alien and is apparently a really beautiful woman. I'm trying to figure that out still, but
Oh yeah, and then like you were saying, that alien guy is with them. Yeah. Everyone else must still be busy in the Justice League book. Yeah, because it's that alien guy, then Hawkman, Wonder Woman, and they're looking. And then this female alien is like trying to like put the moves on Guy.
Yeah. And he's like, "You're ugly." And she's like, no, my mask got blown off. I'm actually beautiful.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she's like, that was a mask? Couldn't remember if there's this one or the next one, but yeah, she's just like, she's just like what? She's like, oh, you had your chance. Because she wants his genetic material.
Yeah,
a lot of this is Guy Gardner strapped down to a table. Yeah, and Wonder Woman
coming to rescue him.
Yeah, trying to storm the castle or whatever.
And then basically I think it ends up with them getting ready to make their quote unquote last stand, right?
Yeah.
And that's the issue, boys and girls.
Yeah, because that was that the woman who was experimenting on Guy gets away, and Hawkman's like, oh, it's she sounded a planet-wide alert. We should prepare ourselves for the worst.
Oh, and by the way, as a callback to Justice League, the mother of the being in Justice League, take a guess who that might be, boys and girls.
Wait, what?
Remember they convinced the planetoid thing? It said, mother said I was bad, so blah, blah, and I'm not very strong. But then I convinces it to fight back, and then it decides to fight back, and guess what? It comes out into Guy Gardner number 34.
That's right. I love that last page of Hawkman where he's just like, "Oh, we should prepare ourselves for the worst." Then the blurb is right under it says, "Concluded in Guy Gardner 34." So yeah, kids, prepare yourself for the worst. Guy Gardner 34. All right, let's see here. Give me that. Yeah. All right, so yeah, let's wrap this up. Let's put everyone out of their misery. Yeah, Guy Gardner, Warrior 34, September 95, Part 7, Death Rock. Justice is coming. Death Rock.
That's right. Yeah.
Same team as that first Guy Gardner issue. Again, no synopsis because people just love this stuff. All right.
Yeah. So let me think. They fight. They fight some more. It's revealed that, hey, they're not really slimy alien monsters. They're a really good-looking dude and a really good-looking woman. So I don't know how that really has any bearing on anything. But as soon as that's revealed, her child, the planet thing that Ice Maiden convinced that it was okay to fight back, comes back and basically sucks up all the bad guys. And hey, the end.
No, Will. Lobo shows up.
Oh, completely forgot about Lobo because it was so out of.
Because
I don't think. Is there a place farther than left field? I mean that. Like what? Why? Where? That doesn't make any sense. Huh? But there it was. It's a Guy Gardner, so we just roll with it.
It's the 90s, man. It's like I don't know how many months he had to make an appearance somewhere and get in someone's face, and then this time he was getting in Hawkman's face.
That's right. Yeah.
Lord. And he makes the joke about giving the Hawkman a lobotomy.
Oh my god. These are the jokes, folks. Tip your waiter.
That's right. Then you get Guy all bulking up.
Well, and I have to say the art on this one was still muddy too. This was
a little bit.
This is the same art team from Guy Gardner 33, and I just really don't think that they meshed well together.
Yeah, like you said, I don't know if it's just like the blend, the penciler, the colorist, and inker, and everyone was just shouldn't have. Maybe just a bad combo, maybe.
Yeah,
like you said, the covers look good.
Yeah, the covers are great. Phil Jimenez is awesome.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I've got his and Kelly Sue DeConnick's Wonder Woman Historia here that I've not read yet, but I've seen lots of preview art and it looks amazing.
Oh yeah. And then this one alien guy, I mean, I thought he was doing his best Oblivion impression. Is that his name? The one from Third Law. Was it Entropy?
Entropy, yeah.
Yeah. With like the purple armor and everything and the cape. I'm just like, that's Entropy?
The Third Law. Shh. Nothing happened before Emerald Twilight. Shush.
Then we cover New Ground Kids. Hawkman rips some guy's helmet off and threatens him with his mace. Boy, why can't I get Matt Kona on the line? He's gonna come back and be like, "We're gonna get to the good stuff." He'd be like, "Man, this is pretty good." I'd be like, "Yeah, we had this. Yeah, guess
where we've been."
The things I've seen
can no longer unsee.
We'll never guess who showed up in Guy Gardner, Kono Lobo.
Again?
Oh yeah, and then Lobo threatens the guy. So what did you think? I mean, what do you think of the ending? Did it seem sudden or?
It did. It seemed kind of rushed. Hey, the kid comes back and it's all good. Apparently, I mean, I'd like to. Okay, so does that mean he killed all of them? They're not going to invade now? Are they still on that? That was used to be the home planet of the Voldarians. Are they no longer there? Are they still bad? I mean, what?
again, is it a thing with pacing, or is there just was that always going to be the ending? It's like, yeah, we're going to punch them until they're down.
We're gonna punch him until the black hole swallows him. I guess that was always the ending. I mean, maybe we'll get more follow up in the next issue of Guy Gardner. Another issue of Guy Gardner.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Like I said, we only got like 10 more issues of Guy Gardner.
Yeah. And then Guy, I think, pretty much disappears until Rebirth, right?
I mean, he's around because, like, I think I have eventually we'll have a 2-issue Action Comics episode, because, like, he shows up in Our Worlds at War, and there's, like, I think the 2 Action Comics, like, he shows up in the DC universe, you know. I think every so often the Warriors bar shows up in Green Lantern, but yeah, I don't think he's never like the headliner of anything until Rebirth. Yeah.
And the Green Lantern core book, Recharge. That's an awesome book.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. After his series is over, yeah, he's basically he guest stars or just shows up in the background of other stories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we're almost done with Dark Star. I think we only have like maybe 3 more issues of Dark Stars or something.
Oh yeah, we're almost finished with that series, and I'm curious where it's going to end up, honestly, because
I wonder if it's going to be open ended, because like we know John Stewart and all them come over to Cal's book, so
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Dark Stars seem to get used and kind of reused every so often in the DC universe, but they're kind of, and I may offend some people with this, and I apologize in advance. But because I love the Nova Corps, I really do. I've always loved the Nova Corps, but the Nova Corps in the Marvel universe gets killed a lot. Okay, they're kind of a punching bag, right? I kind of feel like the Dark Stars are the Nova Corps of the DC universe, and I mean, and I like the Dark Stars. I mean, for what they are.
I mean, at least the Nova Corps comes back. I don't think the Dark Stars has ever been as big as they were in the 90s.
You're right. I mean, they show up in, what is it, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, I think, which is Rebirth, and then they show up as Black Stars in the Grant Morrison Liam Sharp book. But I don't know if after the Dark Star book gets canceled, I don't really know of many places where Dark Stars really show up. Maybe Final Night, as background characters, kind of like Guy, I guess.
Maybe, yeah. So I'm trying to, because was that like late 90s? Yeah, once they started up like a new Titans book, I mean, Donna wasn't a Dark Star anymore. Yeah. I mean, I think after 75, yeah, a lot of them get like taken out and stuff. So it's like,
and it was like what, 150, 160 of Green Lantern where Kyle makes a ring for John?
Something like that. Yeah, because is that one because not too long after that, yeah, he goes into space.
Yeah.
So he gives John a ring and says, yeah, can you watch Earth? And that's when John takes Kyle's place in the Justice League. Yeah.
Which, it's funny to me because I've been a Green Lantern fan a very long time. But a lot of people's first exposure to Green Lantern was John Stewart in the Justice League cartoon. I mean, a lot of people. And because he was awesome in that. It was a good thing for Green Lantern. But I'm just always kind of amazed that's, I'm like, okay, that's your first exposure. That's cool. Welcome to the club. But
well, if you think about it, if you never read a comic, I mean, that series was even before the Green Lantern movie. So
yeah. Oh, let's not speak of that.
I'm just saying there wasn't a lot of like either. I mean, where was Green? I mean,
the animated series. I mean, oh man, I am so much in love with the Green Lantern animated series. I mean, it's not perfect, but they did so many things right, and I so wish it would have got a second season. That would have been awesome.
But yeah, no, I was just thinking, I mean, except for, I think in that, I didn't watch them all, but in that Superman animated series in the 90s, there was a couple, wasn't there a few Green Lantern appearances?
I think they did a Kyle episode where he got the ring. And then maybe another one. I'm not sure though.
because except for a few Superman appearances, I don't think there was a lot of Green Lantern, between Super Friends and Justice League, yeah, I don't think there was a whole lot of Green Lantern.
Yeah, we got some animated movies. Like New Frontier.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Which, when you get right down to it, is kind of a Hal story. That may explain one of the reasons why I like it so much. And then, there's like Emerald Knights.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of
First Flight or something.
Yeah, First Flight's another one. But yeah, I mean, week in and week out, though, you can't beat Jon Stewart showing up, in the Justice League cartoon, because he was there, and that's cool, because that was good for Green Lantern.
Oh yeah. See, who watched that Guy Gardner taste out of your mouth, kids?
That's right. I'm talking about the Justice League cartoon now, and New Frontier, which is awesome. And I'm going to use the word awesome many more times before this podcast is over.
All right. So should we wrap up? Because I know Will's got a personal ball that's about to drop in a few hours.
That's right. I got to do the countdown for Crossover Division number 3. Looking forward to that. And I think Phil's got something else lined up. Podcaster Supreme.
Yes. Doing another podcast with Lil. So, all right. So next week just 1 week of a crossover, kids. From New Titans 124 and 125, Green Lantern 65, Dark Stars 34, and Damage 16.
Wow, Damage. That takes me back to the 90s. Damage does that. Sorry.
Whoa. What's that crossover? The Siege of the Z Chamari or whatever. Yes. So that's the crossover, kids. And then, in 2 weeks, it'll be episode 50 already. In 2 weeks, that's our Green Lantern Silver Surfer crossover.
Looking forward to that one.
And a certain,
and hopefully we'll have sprung Matt from Far Sector.
Yes, I was going to say, if all three of us are here, we need to try for the live read. I have at least 3 prominent parts, man. Kyle Rayner, Silver Surfer, and
Parallax.
Mr. Gordon. Yes. All right. So yeah, kids. We got past the Guy Gardner. Good stuff is coming. So email us your thoughts, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. Go join the Book of O, our Facebook fan group. You can watch this episode, the video, on our YouTube channel. You can find links to all that. Most important, links to the Patreon. If you can, please subscribe. Everything a little bit helps. But $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive content, the creator interviews. Mr. D.G. Chichester is there every month. Our superhero movie brackets are coming soon, where we're going to pit 2 movies against each other every episode. So go check that out. And we got the merch, Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. So find links to all of that all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right, Mr. Allred, by the time they hear this, Crossover Division 3 will be done. But where can people find you in the works?
Well, before they find me, we should tell them about Matt Kona.
That's right, Mr. Kona. That's right, kids. Hopefully he'll be back soon. But you can find Matt Kona everywhere on social media. He's everywhere, like the Matrix. All right, find him everywhere at MATTKONA. That's right, his name.
I could sprinkle some pin particles on it to make it bigger.
When he gives me his bone.
See you later, bunkies.
All right, Mr. Allred, now lay it on him.
All right, you can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED. Gmail and Twitter and Facebook. I spend most of my time on Twitter, though. Also, you can find me at crossoverdivision.com. These are the first 2 issues of Crossover Division, and the third one has already hit its funding goal and will be funded in about, what time is it? In about 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. So if you feel like hanging out, we'll be doing a countdown from 10 p.m. Central to 11 p.m. Central for the last hour. And you can find that it'll be sent out via Facebook. But also, if you want to find other work by me, you can go to diaryofnight.com. And if you like Quasar, which of course you do because you have good taste, you're obviously here and a Green Lantern fan, you can find out all kinds of cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
In about 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Hey, boys, you look at the party. I love it.
All right. So, yes. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Again, next week, another crossover. Just the week of it. Z Chamari or whatever it is. I don't have it in front of me. And then in 2 weeks, again, yes, the huge episode 50, Green Lantern Silver Surfer.
The big 5-0.
Remember when that seemed so far away?
It doesn't seem that far away for me.
No, I meant episode wise.
Oh, okay.
All right, kids. Come back next time. And remember, don't judge a bloodthirsty female alien by her looks. Good night.
By her mask.